Good evening. I'm Sergeant Badge Tower with the Lexington Police Department Public Information Office. We're here today to talk about the shootings that occurred earlier today on Terminal Drive and also Old Richmond Road. Chief Lawrence Weathers will provide an update on the investigation. With this being an ongoing investigation, we're limited to the information that we can release and will not be able to take any questions today. We'll continue to provide updates on our social media and also through media releases to our media partners. Chief is joined by representatives in our public safety partnerships today from the Kentucky State Police, the Fayette County Coroner's Office, the Fayette County Sheriff's Office, ATF, Lexington Fire Department, the Mayor's Office, One Lexington, and representatives from the Bluegrass Airport. Chief Lawrence Weathers.
Thank all of you for being here. And like Sergeant Towery said, it's ongoing investigation, so there's not really a whole lot of questions I'll be able to answer, but I will give you the statement that I have here. There's days like today that are extremely difficult, and before I begin, I would like to extend my condolences to the victims, their families, and everyone impacted by today's violence. I would also like to wish a quick recovery to the Kentucky State Trooper who was shot. On July 13, 2025, around 11:36 a.m., Lexington police officers were dispatched for a shooting involving a Kentucky State Trooper on Terminal Drive. The trooper had pulled over a vehicle on Terminal Drive after receiving a license plate reader alert in the area of Versailles Road. The trooper was shot and the suspect fled. While that shooting occurred on Terminal Drive, it was unrelated to the Bluegrass Airport and did not occur inside the airport terminal. The trooper is in stable condition and receiving medical treatment. A short time later, the suspect carjacked a vehicle in the 3700 block of Bellawood Drive before fleeing the area. No injuries were reported during that carjacking. With the assistance of the department's Air Support Unit and Real-Time Intelligence Center, officers were able to track the vehicle to the Richmond Road Baptist Church in the 5800 block of Old Richmond Road. The suspect fired his weapon at individuals on church property. Preliminary information indicates that the suspect may have had a connection to the individuals at the church. 4 individuals were shot on church property. 2 female victims were pronounced deceased at the scene. The other 2 victims, both male, were transported to a local hospital. 1 victim was reported to have sustained critical injuries, and the other was reported in stable condition. The suspect was shot by responding law enforcement and was pronounced deceased at the scene. The suspect's information will be released after their family is notified. 3 Lexington police officers fired their service weapons in accordance with the Lexington Police Department's policies. The officers had their issued body-worn cameras activated. The incident is being investigated by the Kentucky State Police Critical Incidents Response Team, and the department's Public Integrity Unit will conduct an internal review of the incident. As per policy, the officers will be placed on administrative assignment pending the outcome of the investigation. I want to thank all the officers and employees of the Lexington Police Department who have been working on this investigation. There were also community members who stopped today to assist the Kentucky State Police Trooper, and I want to thank them for their courage and support to help. We also want to thank all of our partners who have been assisting in the investigation, including Kentucky State Police, Fayette County Coroner's Office, Fayette County Sheriff's Office, Fayette County Public Schools Police Department, the ATF, the FBI, Department of Emergency Management, and our partners at the Lexington Fire Department. Our E911 personnel, and the mayor's office with all of our other partners. Something like this has a huge impact on our community. I know when people hear about stuff like this, they maybe need some kind of understanding, and I think the city is going to stand ready with One Lexington to help provide assistance to those who are struggling with it. Sometimes things happen. We just don't have a reason why. But we're going to be here for the people of Lexington. All of these people up here didn't hesitate to come out, didn't hesitate to call and check on the family members, and didn't hesitate to come out and provide support and their service. So I appreciate all of that, and thank you for all of that. With that being said, I'm going to ask Coroner Gary Ginn to step up.
Thank you, Chief. So my office was called at 12:56. We responded to 5899 Old Richmond Road, which was the Richmond Road Baptist Church. This, like the chief said, this is an ongoing active investigation. There are literally a few hundred people that are working this crime scene, as well as myself and deputies. This church was a small church, and the majority of the individuals that attend the church there are related biologically some way or another. If not, they've been friends for many, many years. So it's a very tight-knit group of people at the Richmond Baptist Church. Because the family was there, and our Lexington Police, as well as the KSP, conducted interviews about what happened in this investigation, I was able to notify family of 2 deaths, and I can report that Beverly Gum, she is a 72-year-old female member of the church. She sustained gunshot wounds that caused her death. And Christina Combs is a 32-year-old lady who also received gunshot wounds which caused her death. We have identified the shooter, and the shooter, as the chief said, was shot by Lexington Police, and we have not notified the shooter's family. Typically in a case like this, we will notify the family as soon as we can, and once that notification has been made, then we will identify the shooter to the media. Thank you.
As I said, there's not a whole lot of questions I'll be able to answer. I will take a couple, and if I can't answer them, I will. If I can't, I'll just let you know, but only a couple if anybody has any questions.
What can you tell us about the shooter? Did he have a criminal record?
At this time, I'm not at liberty to discuss that. Those details will probably be released later, but at this time, I can't discuss it.
It appeared on scene that after the shooting had happened, someone else was arrested. Can you confirm that? And if so, why was that the case?
I don't have any information on anybody being arrested.
Chief Weathers, could you please recount what you said that took place on Terminal Drive with the state trooper and the individual? Did the state trooper pull over the suspect because of a hit for a license plate reader?
That is my understanding, yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Do we know if any of the shooting victims were related, possibly a spouse?
I'm not going to discuss that right now.
Do we know whether or not the shootings at the church happened inside or outside the church?
That's part of the investigation, and I think they're still looking into that.
And then as far as at the airport, I know that you said that it didn't happen technically inside the airport or by, like right there, but do we know how that affected flights and cancellations if that happened?
I wasn't aware that it affected any flights. So like I said before, there were some people on the en route to the airport, and they got out and assisted the trooper. So I don't know if they suffered any delays or not, but if they did, you know, I just want to say again, I appreciate them for getting out and doing what they did.
With this being an ongoing investigation, we won't be able to take any more questions. We're going to follow up with everything that Chief just said with you all and